What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 31 of our Leipzig career mode, and today we have 4 games where we've got Liverpool in the Champions League. We have a very large lead there, but we're playing it at Anfield to make sure we don't give it up. And then we are going to sim the Dusseldorf game, play the Werder Bremen game, and then play this Mönchengladbach game. I believe if we go through against Liverpool, the next 2 games will come right here. So I'm not exactly expecting it to show up before this Mönchengladbach game. That would be pretty insane. But let's jump into this. We got Liverpool here. We are 5-1 up on aggregate. We'd have to be blown away here. Obviously, this is just damage limitation if it needs to be. I'm going to rotate a little bit, but I'm not going to rotate wildly, because obviously we don't want to go out. This is obviously very, very important. But we can make a couple changes like we have. So let's jump into this. Liverpool, Leipzig. We just got to avoid being blown away. Moving the ball back up the pitch. Here's Thiago, Fabinho. Those two moving it back and forth between each other. It's a poor ball from Thiago. They managed to keep hold of it. Back inside. Here's Partey. Oh, that's a really decent ball in there. There's Thiago on it now. Does manage to escape, and the ball comes in, and it's off the post, but it's going to come back. Oh, he's offside. I thought Partey was onside there. He looked like he came from way deeper. He's on the run back is what it is. As the ball comes in, but Liverpool early threatening off the post. And the rebound into the back of the net, thankfully offside. Oh, poor giveaway from Van Dijk. And that can get through to Sorloth here. And can he get away from Schüle? It looks like he can. And Sorloth to give us the lead. There it is. A mistake at the back for Liverpool. And we have grabbed the away goal. Liverpool now need 5. And Sorloth was just in on goal. As straightforward as you like. It's an excellent finish from the striker. And on 19 minutes, it's 1-0. Nice take from Gravenberch. Out wide, here's Poulsen. And Poulsen can cut back inside here, and there's a really good run being made. Comes to Gravenberch, he's gotten there, and it's a good save. I'm not sure if that shot got off or it got deflected by the defender into Alisson. Either way, a little bit lucky there for Liverpool messing around. You cannot be doing that. As that comes to Nkunku, and Nkunku scores, and that will do it. 2-0 the score, 29 minutes gone, and after we scored, Liverpool have just been giving the ball away, and we have surely ended this as a tie, if it was not ended already. It's a good ball in there, decent finish, hits it first time near post, 2-0. Nice ball forward here to Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo stepping inside. Moving the ball around nicely as Poulsen looks to make a run. And it's Poulsen here. Can he get around Alisson? Not quite. It's a decent block. Can he slip that back in? He can. And it's Klosterman who turns. Blocked away. Comes back. And it's Dani Olmo. And we continue our demolition of Liverpool. They no longer are interested. After our first goal, they seemed uninterested. Before that, they had a chance or two. Couldn't do enough. It's a great block. It's just fallen to Dani Olmo. He's just put it in that bottom corner. An excellent finish. 3-0. Taken off him nicely. Here's Sorloth. And the run being made by Dani Olmo here. And Dani Olmo's going to move into space. He's come out quickly there. And it's going to fall. Possibly no. Alisson did so well to come out so quickly there. And Dani Olmo tries to slip that into Nkunku. It does not work out. Almost a 4th. Nice football. Don't really overplay it. It's a really bad giveaway on my part. Here's Partey. No foul there. And we move it forward through Nkunku. And we've got men on the break here. And we're going to go right down the throat here as Schüle trying to step across. He has it. It's a 4th. And Nkunku was holding off the run the entire time down the middle. The center back split. He took the gap. Schüle couldn't get there. And it's a 4th. This is just pure will at this point. And he steps inside. Alisson ought to be doing better than that. Trent was on Nkunku's neck the entire time. Couldn't quite get it. And it's a fourth on the day. Nicely played. Oh, it's going to come back into the gap, and Firmino's on it, and he's scored. He has pulled one back for Liverpool. It's not really going to do anything, and he should not be celebrating, but he is. And the team's coming over to celebrate with him and everything. Ridiculous nonsense, this. It's not going to matter. It's a good ball in there, and he's just played a quick one, too. Gotten through. It is an excellent finish from the Brazilian. But just the consolation. 4-1 on the day, 9-2 on aggregate. Plays that forward nicely. Get that back into space we can. And the ball's going to be played out there to Cunha. And Cunha can get away. And Cunha wants a Champions League goal and gets it. It's a nice finish from him. And both legs are going to end 5-1 by the looks of it. A little bit of Bayern Arsenal here. And once again, German, English. The two sides. This is an excellent finish from Cunha. Just steps in front and gets away. Sets himself. Fires it past Alisson. 5-1. A minute to go as we are going to move into the quarterfinal of the Champions League. And thankfully, one of the Giants is out, considering we just slayed one. Liverpool are out of this tournament. We are into the next round with a dominant display. 10-2 over two legs. 5-1 in both. As we knock the English side out of Europe. And we move on. As do Manchester United, who I believe have beaten Juventus. I think the first leg was 1-1. So I believe United go through 3-2 on aggregate. They do. And then we have still a variety of other sides still to play, so we won't know who our next opponent is for, I believe, till next week. But there are some good sides left in that, and obviously beating Liverpool is great, but that just moves us into the next round, and there's still some big teams left in this tournament. So, next we have Dusseldorf here. It will be our sim game today. And hopefully, we can go ahead and grab a win. As you can see, we're 4 points ahead of Bayern, who have dropped points in 2 of their last 3 games. 2 draws in their last 3, which has enabled us to open up this gap here. There are only 9 games left to go, so I mean, we're getting down to that crunch time here. We're getting close to counting kind of stuff. You know how that works. You're counting, seeing how many games it'll take to win it, if you keep on winning, stuff like that. That seems to be coming. And we're getting close to it. So we're going to make a couple changes. Leimer, Keita, Fekir, Jovic, Edouard. This is a pretty good lineup right there. And let's jump into it. The sim, Dusseldorf, Leipzig. They are one of the bottom end teams. Hopefully, we can continue our winning run in the Bundesliga. We've done very, very well for ourselves. We'd like to go ahead and continue that right here. We have a pretty strong lineup. Not too many starters missing, really. I mean, the midfield's very good. Keita, Adams, Leimer, the front 3 looking very good as well. So we'll see what happens as we move on in this game. But hopefully we can cause problems through the middle. They don't seem to be playing that congested in the middle. Hopefully we can take advantage as we move forward through the middle. And this is what we like to see early. Though the pass could not get there, but we were in some good spaces there already. And that's what we'd like to see as we're moving it forward. Can we turn? Brilliant there, and there it is, 1-0. Nabil Fekir giving us the lead. And on 10 minutes, we are on our way already. And hopefully we can keep this up. A second goal, a third goal would be excellent. We'd just like to get this done and dusted early, but those early goals, they help with the nerves. The longer the underdog's in the game, the more nerve-wracking it becomes, as that's through on goal here, and it's 2-0. Luka Jovic with the goal. And we are 18 minutes gone and 2-0 up and frankly cruising. And since we created this tactic, it's actually done rather well. There are some times where, you know, we don't have the ball as much, but moving forward, we do very, very well for ourselves. As we're moving forward again here, and look at all the men we've got forward here. What can we find? It's out wide, slipped in, and good save. Important save. Otherwise, this would have gotten out of hand early. And now Dusseldorf have it, looking to try and get back into this. As he turns in space there, and oh, he's hit the bar. We get a little bit lucky there. From almost 3-0 at one end to almost 2-1 at the other. Scalasci's on it. Let's not lose the ball here as we move it forward now. Now can we find a play? We can. Brilliant football. Can't quite get it back inside as he is offside. Now Dusseldorf on it. We may want to have a jump in here. If it gets to 3-0, we are just going to sim to the end of the game. Normally, we only change if it's... or we end the game if it gets to a 3-goal margin. As naturally, when I jump back in, the pass is just awful. That's a good take here. Now can we move up the other way? This is the kind of football we like to play here as Jovic is in space. And Jovic, there it is, game over. 3-0. It's good football. And there's so many players in that area in the middle that we just outnumber them, especially when the width comes down the wide areas, or when the width comes down the wide areas. When the width comes from the wing backs, we don't need to take one of our forward-thinking players and do anything about it, as naturally there was nothing that happened at all after that goal. But we move on through. Bayern are playing Mönchengladbach. That is a very, very big game. Maybe Mönchengladbach can grab something. They are a very, very good side. And they do not. Bayern go ahead and grab the win. So, if you can hear the whistling, we are having some crazy gusts of wind today. But, as you can see, still 4 points. We are going to jump into this game against Werder Bremen here. Hopefully, we can go ahead and grab ourselves another win and keep on pushing. As you can see, 8 games left. It'll be 6 after today. We're getting toward that time now where Bayern cannot afford to slip up. So let's jump into this game against Werder Bremen. Everyone's fit. Everyone's ready to go. Let's jump into it. Bremen moving the ball around really, really well early on here. What a ball that is. And he should have put that on target, Eggstein. Very, very close, and it was lovely there. We haven't touched the ball yet till just now. Bremen moving the ball around very, very well and get an opportunity. Just can't take it. And now can we go back the other way and take ours as Cunha's on it here, and Cunha scores. And that is what happens when you don't take your opportunities. From 1-0 down the other end to 1-0 down our end. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as being clinical. And we've done it here. It's an easy pass out there. There's plenty of space for Cunha to run into. It's an excellent finish to go along with it. And as I said, this is what happens. You have to take your opportunities. Nicely done. Here's Sabitzer. Sabitzer racing away here. Does so well, Sabitzer. Gets clipped back post. The header, oh, it's down, but it's a little bit wide, isn't it? Didn't really get it on target. That gets cleared as well as that slips back to Leimer. Can we recycle? As that gets slipped into Jovic. Oh, what a finish. It's Luka Jovic. It's 2-0. And what a strike from the Serbian goal scorer who's been tremendous this year since we brought him in to replace Wang Yichan. It's a stunning goal. And you can just feel the atmosphere around here. The party atmosphere. Look at this hit. A stunner from Luka Jovic, who hits it first time. Look at the curl on that. That is an unbelievable goal. And are we on the verge of taking this title away from Bayern? It feels so good right now. Anything other than that would be a massive letdown. Nice play into space. Are we going to get on that? No, it's a great save. Galashi forced into a really good save at his near post. They've had a couple chances now, and they haven't scored with any of them, and that's the difference, really. We've had 2 chances. They've had 2. We've got 2 goals. They've got none. Slipped out wide here to Cunha. Now we can break the other way. Back inside. Nicely done. One more out wide to Dani Olmo. And Dani Olmo cuts inside. It's 3-0. And Werder Bremen, I can't imagine how they're feeling. They've had chance after chance after chance, and they've been holding on to the ball, and we've had 3 chances, and we've scored 3 goals. It's a great counter. It's a nice step inside from Danny Olmo as well. He just curls it into that bottom corner. Stunning stuff here as Werder Bremen inexplicably trail 3-0. Free kick to Werder Bremen here. Petkovic standing over it. And now they've got a couple of players standing over as that gets clipped out wide there, and he goes for goal. It's a good save. A really good save from Galassi, who's made a couple today. 3 or 4 really decent saves. As the header comes in now, and that is just over. Here's Leimer. Slip forward here. Danny Olmo is on the outside. It's actually Jovic, and he slides it across. It's game over. And Kunku with the finish. A tap in, really. And that is it. Bremen gone. They're going to look back at today and wonder how in the world this has happened to them. But we have taken our chances. It's good football here. It gets played right through. And Jovic steps forward. Slides it across. Why Nkunku took a touch there, I will never know. But as long as he got it into the back of the net, 4-0. Really, really poor giveaway that. And a really bad spot as well, as the pass is perfectly timed. And it's Jovic. Lovely finish. Lovely, lovely finish. 2 goals in a couple of minutes as we continue to pile it on here. Jovic with the finish just clips the goalkeeper, doesn't he? The pass is perfectly timed. The run is perfectly timed. And there it is. Just clips it over the goalkeeper. Comes rushing out. Can't get there. It's Jovic's last action. It's 5-0. Nicely played. Cunha slips it forward. Now we're going to get a little bit of luck here as Nkunku flies away. And it's Nkunku. What a finish. That was audacious, to say the least. That reminds me so much of that Balotelli goal he scored against Germany. He was through on his own there, but Nkunku very similar. A lovely, lovely finish. I mean, look at this. Pretty much the same place. What a goal. What a goal from Nkunku. It's 6-0. Nicely done. Oh, he's managed to get behind that there. How did we not get a hold of that? I have no idea, but Bremen get the goal. They at minimum deserve, definitely deserve. Petkovic finishes it off. I don't know why he's celebrating. Surely someone thought it was playing along with this and thought it was weird that they're always celebrating regardless of the situation. But if the ball comes in, I really thought we had that. We just didn't. He's through on goal, finishes it off. Clean sheet gone. 86 minutes. It's 6-1. Not going to change the outcome, though. 15 seconds to go, and we're going to come away with a very, very big win here. 6-1 the final. This could have been a very, very different game early on had Bremen taken their opportunities. They had plenty, just didn't take them. Look, they had 9 shots. We had 10. We just finished off, and that's as simple as it gets when you play these games, isn't it? But another 3 points added, and they're running out of time, Bayern. As long as, obviously, if we win out, that's it. But look, Bayern have dropped more points. And it's a 6-point gap with 7 games to go as Bayern once again draw. That is 3 of 5 they've drawn. Who'd they draw with now? Where is it? Hoffenheim. A massive result for us as we extend our lead a little bit further. And there is not much time. We have to lose 2 games and draw 1. It's in our hands now. It is firmly in our hands. This is no longer, looking for spaces here and there that Bayern can get back, or, dropping a point here and there and they're back in it. This is firmly, firmly in our hand, and it is going to be very, very important that we do not let our performances drop, that we keep on pushing and keep on winning. So let's jump into it. Mönchengladbach, they've given us trouble before. We've been up and down with Mönchengladbach. They've beaten us twice, I think, and then we've gone through and beaten them a couple times. And as you saw there, Napoli are the team we draw in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So that will not be easy. Once again, as you can see, Bayern's still on that list of teams we have to play. So let's jump into this. Mönchengladbach Leipzig. Let's go. Here's Nkunku out wide here to Fekir. And Fekir's racing away. And Fekir, he's so quick. And he can slide it through. And this tap in it is. Luka Jovic gets to it first. And on 28 minutes, we've taken the lead. A couple times Fekir has used his pace to get in behind. That time laying it off to an ever-willing Luka Jovic, who drives his foot right through it into the back of the net. And it's 1-0 on 28 minutes. Heavy touch there as well. And Nkunku on it, back inside. Now can we take advantage, grab a quick second while they're reeling a little bit. And that ball comes in. It's a good turn from Nkunku. He has his shot blocked. Nicely played. Nkunku. Back inside. Brilliant football this. And it's Nkunku. Can we get off to an early start in the second half? We can. And what football is that? It's brilliant. It's Luka Jovic who finishes it off. And it's 2-0. 3 minutes into the second half. We have given ourselves a little bit of room against a very tough opponent. That's what we like to see. This is lovely football. Gets slipped back into space. One more. And a lovely first-time finish from the Serb. He's been excellent. As you can see, 34 goals in the Bundesliga so far. Unbelievable from him. 2-0. Here's Angelino running up this side. It comes to Dani Olmo. Back inside now. Leimer. And we've got a couple men over here. And it's Nkunku. And Nkunku on it. 3-0. And we're killing him on the break now. And that might be game over. 57 minutes gone. It's Nkunku. And we step 1 inch, I guess, closer to the title. It's a great finish. We're going to add 3 points here by the looks of it. That could give us a 6-point gap with 6 games to go. Incredible position so far. It's 3-0. Nicely played. One step inside is Nkunku. Gets played out there. One more. Klosterman. He can clip that in. What a ball from Klosterman. Another. And sometimes we play football on the break that is out of this world. 4-0. 3 goals this second half to run away from Mönchengladbach. Look at this ball in from Klosterman. First time as well. It's perfect. Onto his chest. And he just hammers the finish into the back of the net. Excellent from Fekir. And it's 4-0 on 65 minutes. Right out there to Nkunku. Playing forward now. It gets through to Fekir. And Fekir steps back. Loses his man. Loses the goalkeeper. It's a tap in at the back post for Nkunku. And we've been dominant. Dominant once again. And once we score that first goal, once we get into those positions, once we take the lead, teams can't keep up. They stretch. They open up play. We have so many men sitting on the back line that once you start to overcommit, we tear it apart every single time, and it's happened again. 5-0. Nicely done. Oh, that's a really good ball in there, and they've pulled one back. 10 minutes to go, and Mönchengladbach have one. It's not going to mean anything in the end, but it's a pretty good finish from him. Not much more you can really say. It's lovely stuff. It's good movement. That's a really good ball in. He's just stepped inside the center back, played the diagonal pass, and a lovely finish in the end, and it's 5-1. Nice ball forward. It's Cantwell here. He steps back inside. Can they grab one more consolation goal before the game ends? No, they cannot. The whistle goes, and it's game over here. 5-1 the score. And we edge closer to that title. An ever so elusive title. This is what we're here for. The Bundesliga, to take it away from Bayern, to take it away from Dortmund, to take it away from those powerhouses and put Leipzig at the top of the tree. That is exactly what we're looking for, and hopefully we can go ahead and get it. So let's take a look and see what happened to Bayern Munich in their last game as well. We shall see, but we can take a look at the last four. Bayern will play Real Madrid, PSG, Dortmund, United, Inter, Leipzig, Napoli. There's some good teams in there, of course. And it is still a 6-point gap, so 6 games to go, a 6-point gap. Us and Bayern still only have 1 loss apiece. They have 6 draws, though, and we have the 3. We'll see who they play remaining. Wolfsburg, and then they play us. That's a massive, massive game. That looks like it'll happen perhaps next episode. We shall see. Next episode will include Napoli twice, Augsburg, and Stuttgart. And then we play Stuttgart in the Cup, so Stuttgart 2 days in a row. But some big games remaining. There are games here where we can drop points. Augsburg, a difficult one. Bayern, Wolfsburg. These are not easy games. Leverkusen are in there as well, so we cannot take our foot off the gas, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.